10:44. I'm going to the gym. That banging noise is my dad messing with one of the trucks. I got protein coffee all set to go do what I do. I thought he was going to be messing with the steps today, but no, he's got one of the wheels off. He bought a sleeping bag that turned out to be not what he wanted on Amazon, so I'm gonna go take it to the return place at Kohl's while I'm in town. I feel very sluggish and very blah. Not great. I slept in a little bit more than I intended to. I got up not quite before 10. Could have something to do with some of the grown-up juice I was having last night. Do you know if you put a vanilla flavored whiskey in lemonade, it tastes a little bit like a lemon cream pie. It's not bad. Hey, it looks like we got a helicopter following the river. Fun. I am off to the gym. It's not too bad. 6 miles in 30 minutes. Okay, I had a good workout at the gym. I got a video edited and exported. So now all I gotta do is upload it. Set the title and description and the thumbnail and all of that. But man, my dad asked me to go drop off a return at Kohl's, and I'm like, no problem. I'm gonna be in town anyway, right? That's Kohl's behind me. So I go return the thing at Kohl's. They give me the $5 coupon. I go spend it on these little $2 kinetic sand things because I don't really feel like shopping at Kohl's, but you know, it's free money. And I like to use the kinetic sand for some ASMR TikToks or something. And got a couple different colors. I guess they were on sale because the price tag said $1.99. But then at the checkout, after ringing up 2 of them, I was told I still had $1.02 on the Kohl's cash. So I guess that was on the receipt. Quick editing note here. Here we have sales tax added afterwards, at which point it should have had an 8% tax. So the amount was either not taxed or was on sale. I'm not likely to use it, but last I checked, 2 and 2 make 4. In case anybody wants a breakdown of these numbers. And while I'm getting after all of this, my dad apparently needs a brand new air compressor, so he pushed money into my checking account because I have my own banking stuff. I have my own checking and savings accounts, but it's linked to my parents so that I can push rent to their account rather than actually having to write out a check and then go and put that in the bank or having to go get cash every month. I can just write it off my phone. Well, he pushed me a good chunk of change and a shopping list for Harbor Freight. And now I have to go and pick up an air compressor and hose and some kind of and traffic is crazy because it's a Saturday. Spring break is almost over, and there was a farmer's market over here and everybody was in my way. Can I turn yet, friends? So that's the kind of day I'm having. Oh, everybody's turning. Everybody wants to go get to the farmer's market before it gets crazy. What time is it? It is 12:41. Ain't enough coffee in the world. So I have a shopping list in my email. So I'm gonna go get his stuff. And I really hope they're willing to load it in the back of my vehicle for me because I don't know how much I can lift. yeah, this is gonna be fun. I mean, I love going to the hardware store. I love, you know, smacking things with hammers to make them pretty. I made some jewelry just the other day by hitting it with a hammer and bending things with pliers. I should have taken a picture of that, but it was a gift for somebody. Tool shopping. Yeah, pneumatic impact wrench. Okay, so real question here. Alright. How many air compressors does one man need? How many air compressors? So I went out and got an air compressor and all the little bits and bobs to go with it. And sure enough, there was an air hose that was on clearance that they were completely out of, and I had to pick up a replacement, but it was actually cheaper than the clearance one, right? I got an alternative, not a replacement. And so that went okay. And then there was also one more tool. And we had to figure out what the actual name of the tool was, because I guess, you know, there's going to be what's the right name and what do we actually call it in the garage situation for these things. You know how it is. In this case, Whiz Wheel. It's a cutting disc. It little bitty. Cut those things up. But I got all the stuff, I think. I'm gonna have to have my dad go over it and see if I got all the stuff, or if I'm gonna have to run back out. But it's like a 7-mile drive to get there, so, you know, it's a lot of driving. And I was in town anyway. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna make myself a sandwich. I'm gonna lay down for a bit because, ooh, it's not a big store and I still think I got my steps in. Yikes. This thing is sitting tilted. That's gonna annoy me now. And okay, it is, it's 6:28 and I'm gonna be going to Austin tonight. So there's a thing going on and I'm gonna try to look nice. But also, it's dinner time real quick before I go. I already had a banana for some produce, some fresh stuff. I'm having a bao bun and some pot stickers. And I'm probably going to grab another snack maybe if I have time. But also, there'll be stuff there. I'm having some lemonade, which may or may not have some stuff in it. Oh, yeah, some stuff in it. My dad is still air hammering away with his air compressor on the truck outside. I really hope my folks will take a break pretty soon and have some dinner. They were going to go out tonight. It's their anniversary tomorrow. This is what they're doing instead. So they're planning to go out tomorrow night. I'm sure the dog will appreciate it if they go out tomorrow night instead, because then he'll be less frantic. He is hanging out over here because they're both outside. I even got my nice sparkly shoes out of the closet. Oh no, I've got soy sauce on my bow. If you have two of those, one can be the starboard bow and the port. Never mind. I may have watched too much Picard last night. Okay, it's 3:10. I had a long evening. A really long evening. A South Austin long evening. We're talking Riverside. So, that was a ways to go. Worth it. Maybe I should have taken some pictures or something. I tried some, was it cherry vanilla infused whiskey? It was more scent than flavor, but pretty good. Tried some blueberry beer. Pretty good. Had a nice coffee. Bought some stickers. They had a little bazaar going on. Picked up what was it? It's a specialty soap with a stone in the top that I think John's really gonna like. Smells pretty good. Natural oils and whatever. And what else did I get? Oh yeah, a little quartz crystal ball. I looked very, very close. I could tell there was definite impurities in it where you tell that it was actual crystal and not that something like glass or resin or plastic. You gotta look closely, but this was specifically from somebody who was selling a bunch of crystals, so I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Had a good time. I had a really good time. Did some shopping, had some fun. Good company. And I had some bacon cheese fries from a vegan vendor. And the bacon was not bacon and the cheese was not cheese. So if it's entirely plant-based, I'm gonna call that a salad. And in talking about salads, like Minnesota salads that aren't salads, and these cheese fries, bacon cheese fries, they're not bacon cheese fries. If it's plant-based, it must be a salad. I've settled that I am definitely going to have to make some frog eye salad because I cannot get away from the memory of the taste of this stuff. I'm gonna have to I'll have to share how that goes when that happens. I don't know when that's gonna happen. Pasta and fruit. I don't know. My kids come home tomorrow. Well, today, because it's Sunday now. Yeah. To try to get my brain to shut off, I've been watching a video where this guy who, I swear, I can't begin to describe how this guy looks. But the subject of the video is he's trying to tell people how all these hacks to save money, like going to Starbucks and asking for a venti whatever and a grande water cup, and then just like using the empty grande cup. And he's doing this on this tray in his trunk, and he's getting drops everywhere. It's like, and then you don't even have to pay for the second drink. And that was painful. Something about the Culver's kids meal being pretty much the exact same thing as a regular Culver's meal, except the drink is smaller and it comes with an ice cream. And talking about McDonald's fries, the medium being almost exactly the same as the small. And then he gets these two servings out of this same bag where the smaller one was underneath and it was mostly spilled. And when he puts all of this out on the tray, it really looked like a bunch had fallen out of the medium-sized little cardboard box. And you couldn't really tell that if they were supposed to be in a little small-sized bag. He's going through all of these hacks, and some of it seems like, okay, you saved what, 30 cents? You saved a gumball's worth of money. It's hard to watch. And when they cut back to him, when they're actually on him, body language screams obsessed. I would bet that this guy pesters friends for their used gum wrapper. So it's like if you're chewing the gum, you have the gum wrapper, right? Then you don't actually have to buy gum. He had one about getting a burrito bowl from Chipotle. If you get in a bowl without the tortilla, apparently that's a lot more toppings. I just think it just wasn't packed down as much as he thought. And you get the tortillas on the side and make 2 burritos. It's like, he has this whole spiel leading into what if you and your friend both want the exact same toppings on your Chipotle burrito. What are the odds of that? Just get the bowl, eat the bowl, or get the burrito. The amount of stress this guy must have to get in all of these. I don't know. I gotta sleep. It was painful to watch, but I need to shut that off now. I need to shut my brain off now. I need to get my eyeshadow off of my face now. Thanks for sharing my day with me.